today at 2 a.m. I was ready to go. I was like, let's get these videos done. Let's stop doing these courses and let's keep doing this. But then I see the time, right? 2 a.m. It took a couple seconds for me to grasp it. But then I went out of bed, I opened the door, and then there was a little bit of light that annoyed me in the middle of the night. I was going to the toilet, I was pissing and stuff. Not putting down the toilet seat again, washing my hands, get out. And then I was like, but it's like 3 hours before I have to wake up, 5:10, 5:20, that's when I usually wake up. So let's get another 3 hours of sleep. I try, but I just can't. It's like super annoying. It's hard to get asleep. But then I open the window. And then right away when I open the window, I feel it's like so refreshing, that fresh air coming in, that fresh air, that cool air, that wow, indescribable feeling. I'll go back to bed, put on my covers, but then I'm like, it might get a little bit of chilly, because I've done these experiments prior, and at those times, then my covers, like if I don't use the thick covers, then it's super cold. So I put the big one on in. Right? And then I added like 1 or 2 extra warmers or whatever they're called. And then I slept. And I'm telling you right now, the moment I woke up 5:20, I was super tired. I almost started crying like just half an hour ago. Can you know why? Started like crying. It's because I slept so deep. I think I had a dream or something. I don't know what it was. But I slept so deep that I started crying. When I woke up, I had for weeks, months, trying to fix my sleep problem. And I think I have the answer now. Finally. Guinea pig my way through everything is the right choice. I will say that. But this story just further enhances the concept that I will now talk about. And is that nature is where it's at. It's like 100% health maxing is the same as 100% natural maxing, and I believe this to an extent that's maybe unhealthy, but I believe that it's 100%, it's causal, not correlative. It's literally 100% causal. When you natural max in any kind of way, when you do something that's more natural in any kind of way, your health will go up. This makes a fuck ton of sense. So, the more sunlight you get, the more natural, maybe not too much sunlight, but when you're natural, when you're outside for the most part of the day, when you're not doing anything artificial, like let's say you do everything natural. Maybe you record a video like this, it's not 100% natural, but it's close, because I'm in nature and whatever, So, when I eat a natural diet, when I eat raw meat or slightly cooked meat, that's somewhat natural. Maybe they didn't cook as much meat as we did, but I do think they cooked in certain circumstances. I have a theory of mine where the bad piece of meat we did cook. It sounds weird because the bad piece of meat, but you haven't you heard about the concept that if you cook the meat, the toxins gets a lot worse. There's no way to prove that. Exactly. There's no way to prove that. And so, intuitively, if a meat is super tastes like shit, then I don't want to eat it, then you probably throw it out. So either you eat it cooked or you throw it out. And if you're starving, you'd rather eat a bad piece of meat than eating no piece of meat. So I believe cooking was just like plants, an emergency tool. but they were one step above plant. So cooked meat was better than any raw or cooked plant food. And some plant food they had to cook. Like even back then, they cooked plant food. They did that because plant foods are toxic, right? Do you hear now what I say? Because they're toxic. Plant food are toxic. And so, a toxic piece of meat. It's edible, so you can still eat meat if you cook it. Now, this makes a lot of sense because you cook it to death, the vegetable, when it's super toxic. Maybe you cook your piece of steak to death. Oh, there's toxins. Yeah, but most of them get away by the cooking process, right? Because cooking process destroys nutrients and so on. So it's still edible. It might be not as good nutrition, but if you think about it, like just intuitively, it's just like you cannot a piece of fucking. It makes sense logical now when I say it as well. But you see a piece of fucking steak. It's raw. You try to eat it. And yeah, whatever you can force yourself, whatever. But when it's unintuitive and not tasty to eat, then you keep trying to eat, and you're like, I don't want to eat this. Ugh, it tastes disgusting. And what do? You cook it, you taste a lot better. And then if it still tastes like shit when it's like almost raw and you seared it, that means the quality is even worse. Now you have to cook it almost well done. When you did well done, it's like, that's a lot better now. Even though, like personally, when I have a good piece of steak, eating it well done is a massive taste difference. Where when it's high, really high quality, I'm still trying to experiment in this way, but I bought the best Swedish meat ever from a local gore, the same place I buy my beef tallow from. I have never bought it before because the price is fucking nuts. It costs like 600, bro. It's cost like $60 a day or something. It's insane. It costs like, oh my god, what is it? $60 per fucking kg or whatever. That's 600 Swedish. That's more than the most expensive piece in the store. Way more than the most expensive piece in the store can sometimes go for $400 or $500, so $40-$50. But this one goes for 60 consistently. And it's a rib. I go for 60-70 per fucking day, and that's $70 per day. That's $700. That's $2,000. That's basically more than $2,000 just eating food. Imagine $2,000 a month for eating food. That's more than enough money I need to live off, literally not having my job. So basically my diet costs as much as my rent and the food I eat now and so on. It costs like $1,000 more. And yeah, meat quality is important, don't get me wrong, but bro, I cannot afford that. But yeah, I bought a little bit anyways, just to guinea pig my way through and see how big the difference is. So I'm gonna try to eat it raw when it comes, and I'm gonna eat it raw because it's the best quality in the world, so there's no reason not to try that and do that, because I'm a guinea pig concept. I recommend it here in the channel, and so I have to fucking try it myself. Like, I really will, so I will actually go ahead and do it. It's worth it, just for the experience. But yeah, even in the store, when I found really good quality, really fatty, like really dark red, like, you see dark red meat, that's the high quality one. Dark red, very fatty. It doesn't look like it has it's not light red, it's not like a weird gooey thing. It's like hard, solid, dark red. That's the high quality meat right there. So when it's like that, and I eat it raw sometimes, holy fucking shit, bro. When I eat a raw piece of steak, and it's appealing to my senses, and raw meat isn't, like when it's shit quality, it's hard to explain if you haven't tried it, but bro, when you have raw meat that's normal quality, normal store-bought, even Sweden, I'm from Sweden, even normal Swedish meat isn't really there. You have to buy grass-fed Swedish, and even then, some pieces are kind of ass. That's what I'm telling you. Some of I buy shack rolls, because those are pretty cheap. I buy them, even grass-fed ones, they cost like fucking 25 pounds a kilogram. Like they went from 16 to 25 dollars per kg, so that's quite a lot. But anyways, I try that, and only when it's the best pieces, that's when the raw meat goes really fast. Like, that's when when raw meat is tastier than any cooked meat, even seared meat, that is when the quality is up there. But like most times, nearly every other time, searing the steak, is tastier. I'm not telling you to taste Max, because that's basically what you're doing when you eat plant foods, but I'm telling you that when natural food is super, imagine if natural food, no cooking, no nothing, like fully natural food tastes the best. That is a sign that it's absolutely ridiculously good to eat. Like, not only is it the psychological benefits from eating natural, but it's also, it is health maxing. Natural maxing is health maxing. So if you can get a best piece of raw steak ever, then that is the healthiest thing you can ever eat on the earth. Especially if it's super appealing, very tasty. When it was tasty like that, I ate like a kilogram of raw meat with no problem. Then I felt extremely calm, and you feel like this calmness when you find really good quality steak. Damn, I need that when I record videos and chill around. Holy, the reading steak. So it would make sense for my sleep. If we go back to my sleep story, I slept really good for the last 3 hours. I didn't get the perfect sleep today. I was thinking about doing a course today, but I will unfortunately have to do it the next week. Oh, procrastinating. I'm still making these videos, but the reason I'm not is because I want to have 100% energy. Like, not perfection, and no perfection is impossible, but I can do better than that. I woke up feeling extremely fucking tired, like 20% energy. I know that I can do a lot better than that. I need at least little more energy. Like, it sounds like a very big cope on procrastination, and procrastination is a massive form of stress and aging, I know, but if someone is gonna do a paid product, then it has to be there. It has to be there. It really has to. Right? But still, I think I grasped the concept. I'm still experimenting. I want to at least have a fucking result. I can't just make a fucking video. Imagine doing a video in the middle of the experiment. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, YouTube videos, because I'm telling you about the lessons, but I want the best, absolute best cream of the crop in the course. The better it is, the better results I get. That's what I want. I want results. I want someone to tell me this fucking stupid bullshit. This is so good that I cannot sleep because I'm like getting 50 billion ideas and I'm implementing them right away, and I'm fucking 30% extra health in a day. And I'm like, what the fuck happened, bro? What am I doing all my life? That's what I want, that fucking feeling, man. I wish like fucking a year of natural maxing in a day. Like, you get that downloaded to your brain. Like, damn, holy shit. All your fucking years of trials, you can just shortcut them. And I'm not saying you it's bad to experiment the guinea pig. That's in fact the only way for me to find out more. I don't even use any other anymore because I haven't found a single influencer that's actually good enough. I'm probably have the best advice in the space. I don't see anyone doing these specific things that I'm talking about now. The natural meat, my theory about natural and cooked, and no one talks about this. Cooked meat is worse because of the nutrients, because of the fucking bullshit. No stories, no nothing, no substance whatsoever. ChatGPT fucking AI bullshit. Now, the reason for this, why my sleep got so much better, it's because of this. I've done this a long time ago, but I made it as natural as possible. I literally sleep on a wooden thing, but I do have my I don't know what it's called in English, but I basically have the same bed without a mattress. It's super weird. Yeah. But what I did was I got fresh air into my room. Right? I think that's something I never thought it would do that big of a difference. I know fresh air, easier to breathe, but honestly, when you think about it, it's more natural. Yeah, of course it is better than. We don't need to complicate it. Simple is actually the best. Simple. When something is simple and it clicks, then it's fucking correct. We know this. When it's simple, basically, is it natural? Yes. Natural air is natural. Nice. And I'm living in a place where I have really good air. So air quality is extremely fucking important for my sleeping environment. Really, really important. That's why I cannot bear to ever live in the city. My sleep will be ass every single day if I am in the city. Even though I have the best sleep times, the best diet, meal timing, whatever. I do not want to live in a bad breathing environment. And my breathing it's super hot outside, right? It's already hard enough to fall asleep, but now it's so much better. So fresh air is massive, that's one. Second massive one is that it's colder, if even only slightly. So I have a fan. Honestly, fan is fake, because the fan doesn't really help you that much. It helped me a lot. It's for white noise. I use it for distraction. I use it because for some reason it calms me down, probably because I've used it so many times. But white noise eliminates all the other shit, because when you're about to go to sleep, you pick up on small things. It's harder to pick up on it when there's a fan right beside you. So fan is it's the best distraction to fall asleep that I know of. Fan, that's massive distraction. I cannot sleep without a fan ever again, because it's just such a good distraction. It's the best distraction that there is in the world for me when I go to bed. So that's super important, super fucking important. Now, fresh air it only makes sense, because you think about it when you go out. You probably don't think about it, but be conscious of this. You're sleeping, right? You wake up barely able to. Some people have sleep apnea, barely able to breathe. They go up. They're much easier to sleep when they're standing up. But then, I'm not saying it's easy to get to sleep when you stand up, but you get a lot of better air. It's easier to breathe. Then what happens when you go outside of the house, or you go to the AC, especially when you go outside of the house? You feel like the air is really fucking good, right? Breathing is so fucking easy and natural. You hear what I said? Breathing is natural and easy when I go out. Wow. Yeah? I breathe really fucking good when I'm here in the so-called forest, whatever. I just love this, and it's my hobby to be outside. Good air and good nature, good, beautiful, really. It's kind of small, but bro, it's beautiful when I go to new places every day. It's really cool. But it makes sense. The diet natural maxing gives you massive health result. It seems like the more I lean to natural and sleeping, so I follow the time of the sun works the best, honestly, because if you think about it, I slept now, with my experience, this has to be true, by the way, like, I've never gotten, like, that deep of a sleep in months, so it can't be fucking paranoid or a one-time only thing or whatever. And even if it's a one-time only thing, look at that, what the fuck happened today that is different from every other day? Oh, I actually opened the window and being super warm, so yeah. The ideal way is to be super fucking warm, maybe even put all blankets. Now I can understand why you see Viking movies with animal skin covers and stuff, because it's super warm. They have the warmest clothes ever when they sleep, like the warmest shit ever that makes you overheat. But then they go to bed, they use them even in the summer, but then they go to bed super late in summer, when it's actually colder outside. Because if it's 30 degrees and you have that, you sweat fucking 5 buckets of water. But if it's colder, so if you go to bed, let's say 10, 11 or whatever, when it starts getting a little chillier, then you get a better sleep. So it makes a lot of sense for you to go to bed, instead of, like, I go to bed at like 7 or 8, maybe 9 or 10 where it's colder. But yeah, I can't do that because I have to wake up 5 a.m. and so on. But, going to bed, if you're not a full slave that has to go to work at a specific time. It's a Sunday, so it's work tomorrow for me. Fucking 9 to 5 bullshit. But anyways, when it's more natural, then bro, how do you get the perfect sleep schedule now in terms of health? Because there can be different business people, like 3 a.m. wake up always when I get the best business done. But this is for now, it's a purely health channel, and I make content that I can do any hour of the day, and it's intrinsically motivating for me, so it doesn't feel like work to do these videos. I love doing. I would do them anyways. I do them even though I'm tired. Like today, I do them every day because I love it. I really get into the flow, like this video, even though I'm super tired as. But yeah, my thoughts are not as coherent as they can, because I forgot what I was about to say. Like, my brain is kind of fucked from this shitty sleep for 2 weeks on end. Like, really bad. But I can tell you something that it's just so fucking, like, I fucking cried, like, I found the crying this morning because it was so massive. Because I always say this, it's always sleep, diet, and sunlight, like those 3 things are the massive pillars of health. sunlight is like gives you an energy that you cannot get from food. Like maybe there's stored sunlight in the steak or whatever, but you remove it when you cook it and so on. And like you remove the natural physiological benefit, the massive benefit. I'm not a spiritual guy, or I'm more of a natural guy. I don't believe in like a god or something, but I 100% believe, it's like religiously I believe in anything that's natural, that it has 100% benefit, that nature is perfect, and it was created very long ago, that's true, but it's the primordial. You follow nature, you become very fucking powerful. There is zero reason to ever go against it. You should always use nature to its advantage. You should always use its sunlight, you should always use its fresh air, you should always use it for its advantage. And then you should follow what human beings does in cold weather, have very warm clothes or so on. You should always follow nature. You should respect it to 100% because it is the most powerful being there is. I believe it's the only so-called God that exists. I'm not gonna piss off people in religion, but I'm just saying what I believe in is nature, because anything I've done that is connected to nature in any fucking kind of way has made me insane, literally visible, tangible progress every single fucking time. Like today, fucking massive problem. I'm gonna come back here tomorrow and I'm gonna fucking see if it works, because I only did it 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's basically only 1/3 of the night. So if I get a full night of this, I'm gonna try. I swear I'm gonna fucking try it. And if it works, I'm gonna cry again, but I'm gonna, because I haven't made any progress in a while, because I believed I had done everything possible that I could, but I see there is even more I can do. I see that it's more, and this makes me extremely fucking happy. Really fucking does. Like, even more, like, soon, they're like light years behind me in this niche. Like, no one can ever beat me, because I literally give you everything that my younger self would do. I literally, every single word to him is like what he wants to hear. I'm not stopping, fucking no way I'm stopping. I've even improved my life more when I make this video. So I'm improving like never fucking before in my entire life. I'm improving like crazy. I learned the value of time more because I'm on a slave job. So bro, I'm improving every fucking day. You better believe that I'm gonna fuck them. Everyone else. You only need this advice right now. So next fucking night, try this ass. If you haven't done this already, you're like, oh, but Eskil, you haven't done that already. It's obvious. Obvious, my ass. It's not really obvious. It isn't. I had to experiment myself, because other times, yes, it might have been obvious. But then I woke up freezing, and that is also damaging the body. Unintuitive. When you freeze, you want to get warmed up, and you wake in the middle of the night because you're freezing. That fucks up your sleep middle of the night. It's a very sensitive process. But yeah, it seems like the cheat code to this is you should put on as much covers as possible, make you super warm, and then you won't wake up freezing in the middle of the night. You probably have to experiment with this. Maybe a thicker blanket, or maybe something else. A massive blanket, couple blankets, the massive covers. You know, you have to experiment and so on to not... And then it changes from day to day. When it's super cold that day, then maybe having too much will make you too warm. And we know that when you're too warm, it's super hard to sleep. But it seems like it's both aspects. It's fresh air that's a massive, like, your breathing very much impact your sleep. And if you don't believe me, sleep apnea is basically you have a hard time breathing. You're waking up because you like swallowing your own breath. So the better breathing quality you have, natural air is the best breathing quality in the whole world. There's no better place in the world to get better breathing than basically in the middle of nature, in a country that has very good laws against this and no, it's in the middle of nowhere. This is the best nature you can ever find in basically the world. The best breathing quality in the world, like right here. It is the best breathing quality in the whole world. You get this in your room. Massive. You get the natural fan. A natural is superior to every other thing. A man-made fan. Natural. Natural is all God. So you get that? Holy shit. You get a massive difference. Massive. Very massive. Bro, it's insane. Like, if you can see like my skin and my hair and stuff, just 7 months ago I looked completely different. Like, I changed my whole life in just like 7 months. It's ridiculous how much you can change from this. Like, I went hard on like this like a couple weeks. Honestly, I've done this on and off for like months. I haven't like stopped natural maxing. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't gone insane psycho either. For the past few weeks, that's when I've improved things every single day. Like, I thought I spent 100 thoughts, hours thinking about this shit, and yesterday I got another thing that improved my life, and I improve better when I record videos as well. Like now, like the sleeping thing, but like, this is just so fucking important. Like, this is like the most, like, know that natural maxing is the same. I mean, health maxing is the same as natural maxing, and the other way around. Yeah, it's always like that. No exception whatsoever. It is always like that. So if anything, you think, is this bad or not? Is it natural? Then it don't get a natural check. Is it healthy? According to who and whom? If you don't know, experiment. If you experiment and you find the result very insufficient, is it natural? No. Then it's not good. Oh, but what if it's bad? You can't experiment with the worst shit. You keep saying guinea pig, but what if this thing is like a drug or something? Then already don't try it. If your intuition is saying, don't try this, then don't try it. If your intuition isn't saying anything and you really want to know the truth, then go ahead and try. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, my intuition was very much going against cold shower, but the damage is already done. I've done it for a while. Then I was like, why am I doing this? It's literally telling me not to do it. My intuition, even months later, it's basically dangerous. It stresses my body. It's like a drug, a natural drug, right? So it is probably one of the better drugs, natural drugs. It's probably less destructive to your body, but it's still a drug. Like there, I say natural is always the best, and it is. But if your intuition is also natural, right? Your intuition is the most natural thing you as a human being say. If your intuition is fucking telling you no, then even if it's natural, poisonous mushroom smells really bad, poisonous mushrooms or some flower smells really bad, or cold water is not appealing, then going against your intuition is the fucking stupidest thing you can do, because that's what makes you the most natural. And if you put yourself in a natural situation, you would have to eat 1,000 mushrooms, and half of them are toxic and will make you die. So what would you go for? You would always hunt the food. Now, it's really fucking hard to get a hold of food, because hunting is like forbidden if you don't have a license, and even then, sometimes you can't even hunt. I cannot hunt in this territory because it's a nature reserve. I actually did a 3-year education in high school on this, so I know this by a fact. But yeah, use this concept, because this is just, use this for everything. Use this like the foundation to everything in your life. Intuition and natural. If it's intuitive but it's not natural, then give it a shot. Then it's probably not detrimental. Like, it's unnatural to be on a computer all day. You feel kind of bad, but if your intuition isn't fully going against it, then it's not detrimental. So maybe watching shows and so on is not that detrimental, while scrolling and probably playing video games is really detrimental, because then you use everything in your life in that. And then exercise is really unintuitive, so exercise is probably worse than watching any shows. Honestly, sports are worse than watching any show. And then your intuition is telling you want to chill, and then you usually watch content because you people don't know how to chill. But it's like, you can improve, but it's not the worst you could do. It's not 100% natural. It's not 100% intuitive either, but it's not bad because it doesn't scream at you like a cold shower or fucking gym that I really don't want to do this. In fact, it's quite good because we are pretty sedentary creatures, so not moving too much. It sounds weird, but I believe not moving too much. You know, they say video games, the biggest problem is that you don't do these things in real life, and that's probably correct. But you don't do the action, you don't do the fighting, you don't do the gym, you don't do the biking, you don't do the GTA, whatever, in real life. I believe that's unhealthy to do the gym, do the biking, all these things, to move too much. The only healthy part of going outside is the air and the sunlight. The exercise and exerting your body is not the healthy part. In fact, it's pretty detrimental. It very much is, and if you don't agree with me, you can check other videos where I go into depth, but basically, it's unintuitive, so we already know, and it's unnatural. The gym didn't exist 80 years ago, and it's unintuitive. It's not natural, and it's unintuitive, and it makes your physique look weird, and it ages you. I have the ring, I got wrinkles from it. Bro, I see the signs, I hear the intuition, I know it's not natural. It goes against all of my principle, it's unhealthy. Done, move on with it. And I guinea pigged, I did it for years, right? It never got better. It's not like even when I adapted, it still got me worse result. I had to eat more, I was worse, I had to recover more, which I didn't have a chance to. So even if I can do it as I should, it still gave me bad results, and it just fucked up my brain and body. Like, I felt like, oh, I felt fucking terrible. Yeah. But that's a very long video right there. But this, I just had to rant about this topic. I had to make this video as thick and juicy as I could. I had to put every example I could, everything I could in it, because this is insane. I wish someone fucking told me this. Like, haven't found a single video that says this. The only video I've said that said something remotely similar is a reaction channel. I've never seen an actual education video ranting, no edits, no nothing, telling me these things ever. I believe I'm the first fucking channel who does this. So, that I've ever seen, at least. I don't watch YouTube much these days. But this video, like, my younger self, he would devour it. He would suck me dry.